Like, share, subscribe. Shouts out to the Lions Den community. And don't y'all forget to subscribe to the podcast show. Link will be pinned in the top of the chat.
Just name the channel who could bang with us. I'll prove that you are smoking dust. GTV Media is top notch in this game, y'all. You failures only have yourself to blame, y'all. Cricket TV and a weapons make you suckers cry. Why don't you close your channel, crawl into a hole and die? Shout out to those who love our movement, no, we'll never flop until you get your mouth on LDBC. We are the underground outfit, y'all. We built this whole thing by ourselves, no in y'all. Independence start with self-preservation. If you can't take care of self, then how can you build a nation, y'all? Yup, we got that merch for the ladies and yes, we even got that merch for the babies and we got appliances and everything that you will need. We got some banging songs that make anemic haters bleed.
Man, salute everybody tapping in. Appreciate all y'all supporting the channel, man. Press 2 if y'all can hear me, man. I got a mic check, 1 2 1 2. If you guys can hear me, I got a mic check, 1 2 1 2. As everybody comes in here, man. Hopefully y'all are all doing well this morning. And bro, this is the ultimate lesson, man. This is the ultimate lesson, bro. As y'all can hear me? I bet. Salute everybody, man. Appreciate all y'all tapping on in. Hold on 1 second, you guys. Yeah, man. Yo, if y'all haven't subscribed, like the video. As y'all come on in and ring that bell. Hey, salute to the 15 people who sent me donations in the Cash App yesterday. I appreciate all of y'all. If y'all want to donate to the Cash App, the link is pinned at the top of the chat. And to this person who says this is a distraction, bro, shut up, man. That shit played out. I ain't never seen nobody say something more, something to distract. Every time something happens, y'all say it's a distraction. Shut up, bro. You sound like a damn fool, man. Just shut up, bro. Go sit down somewhere, man. You sound like a fool. This is a distraction. This is a distraction. Every time I come with some new news, every time there's some new news in the world, this is a distraction. This is a distraction. A distraction from what? Well, what the hell is a distraction from? You sound crazy as hell, man. Oh, this is a distraction. Distraction from what? What the hell is going on? We all know the news. Everybody know what's going on. Gas prices high. Groceries high. People out here living paycheck to paycheck. What's a distraction? Crazy as hell, these people, man. This is a distraction. Man, let me get to this, man. Shannon Sharpe don't lost it, y'all. Shannon Sharpe don't lost it. He lost a $100 million deal. According to the reports, Shannon Sharpe lost his $100 million podcast deal. That's why I told y'all when that girl sued Shannon Sharpe, and she must have Shannon. Let me tell y'all something. This convinces me to the max now. I am thoroughly convinced that that girl got something that's going to break Shannon Sharpe pockets completely. Shannon Sharpe, if you looked at his nightcap show, now I was noticing this as well, and I heard some other YouTubers talk about her, like 3 other YouTubers talking about it, and I was noticing this as well, but I was like, hold on, I know this can't be. They don't took down the DraftKings promotions from his channel. They've taken down the Boost Mobile sponsorships from his channel. Bro, man. And now it's being reported, and I will drop the link put at the top of the chat, like I did yesterday for some people who can't read, see, or whatever the hell going on with these people. Shannon Sharpe, that $100 million deal is over. Matter of fact, people who work with him on ESPN, his ESPN counterparts, are saying Shannon Sharpe ruined his career. He lost everything. He lost everything, they're saying. So according to the reports, it says that the future Shannon Sharpe $100 million podcast deal has been revealed after the star gambled with his career by releasing raunchy texts. So they're saying that Shannon Sharpe ruined his own career after releasing those texts. He should have kept all of these things private. Like I told y'all, Shannon Sharpe came out here trying to win a battle in the court of public opinion. You will never do that. You will never do that. That's why I told y'all, Shannon Sharpe should have never, ever, ever came out here speaking about that situation publicly. You came out here, y'all talking about, y'all offered this girl $10 million settlement. They ruined themselves. Blame yourself. You came out here releasing all these texts and stuff like that. Man, them people ain't standing beside this dude, man. It's over with, bro. It's sad, man. It's sad, bro. I'll be honest with y'all, man. I ain't never seen a dude lose it like that. I'm talking about, bro. So when people were saying, oh, man, the girl, this is a shakedown. No, this ain't a shakedown. This is stupidity. He did it to himself. He ran out on the girl, found a girl. He wanted the OnlyFans. He did this all to himself. He put it out there in the public. Then not only did he do this, he came out after he got sued. Instead of him keeping it private, being on chill mode, y'all see Skip Bayless ain't saying a word. Skip Bayless is currently, according to reports, settling quietly that lawsuit. Him and Fox are quietly settling that lawsuit with Skip Bayless, Charlie Dixon, Fox, and Joy Taylor. They're quietly settling that lawsuit. Joy Taylor's still on TV. They took her off TV for 2 weeks. She's still on TV. Skip Bayless still out here doing his podcast every day. Charlie Dixon, we ain't heard a word about him. All them people was quiet, and they let the storm calm down. Shannon Sharpe came out here trying to win the battle of public opinion, dropping private text messages. His lawyer and them telling people he was paying for the booty, talking about, how much money they offered her. This let me know right now they got this man dead to rights. I'm going to read the article to y'all. It's over with, bro. This let me know they got him dead to rights, bro. Dead to rights. And smash the like button as y'all come on in. And what do I mean? Bro, I told you guys I heard that girl got some more messages that's worse than what we've heard allegedly. That have not even been released. That's what I heard. That's the rumor that's going on. I hope that's not true. I hope that's not true. But I heard that, and then when Shannon Sharpe came out talking about the video, bro, that did it. Shannon Sharpe should have never opened his mouth. The power of the tongue is unbelievable. This man lost everything, bro. So not only did he lose all the money that he was making from ESPN, you know how much money Shannon Sharpe's probably making from ESPN? Big cuckoo bread. Forget that. And to the person who said, I ain't heard shit, you the guy that ain't gonna lie, brother. You better just know your role and shut your mouth while I read this article to y'all. And then I'll drop the link in the comments and let you read it for yourself. That is, if you can read. Mr. Grande Jones, or should I call you Chiquito? Because you little. Yeah, you. Yeah, you. Yeah. So let me read the article, you guys. It says Shannon Sharpe's hopes of securing a massive $100 million podcast deal have collapsed following the allegations of sexual assault. Sources have now told the U.S. Sun. It says that the ESPN pundit has enjoyed runaway success with his shows on the Volume podcast since leaving Undisputed and FS1 in 2023. It goes on to say, right? They've spoken to sources at ESPN who claim that Shannon Sharpe's career may never recover from the recent revelations. It goes on to say his flagship show, Club Shay Shay, has attracted millions of listeners and boasts over 4 million YouTube subscribers. With Sharpe's deal, the Volume, it goes on to say the network that's owned by Fox anchor Colin Cowherd, recently expiring. So it says with Sharpe's deal with the Volume, who that's the Volume is the who he has a sponsorship with you know his YouTube shows, Club Shay Shay and them other shows. It says that insiders say multiple new offers. Shannon Sharpe had multiple offers, not one, multiple new offers on the table. However, the emergence of the two separate sexual misconduct lawsuits, which included graphic text messages seen by the U.S. Sun, has forced the three-time Super Bowl winner step away from appearing on First Take until later this year, which we know that'll never happen again. He's out. And y'all smash the like button. We should have over 1,500 likes. Get the likes up, man. Like button is free. It says that the U.S. Sun, right? Let me put this on the screen. The U.S. Sun understands that allegations have sent shockwaves through ESPN and derailed plans by other media companies to acquire his podcast properties. Let me read that again. It says the U.S. Sun understands that the allegations have sent shockwaves through ESPN and derailed plans by other media companies to acquire Shannon Sharpe's podcast properties, man. It says that the Denver Broncos legend had been eyeing eyeing major six-figure deals for the entire Shay Shay network. This man lost it all, which includes Club 520 podcast show, the Bubba Dub show, and Humble Baddies. Man, that's crazy, bro. Let me read that line again. It says the Denver Broncos legend had been eyeing major six-figure deals for the entire Shay Shay network. It said which includes Club 520 podcast, the Bubba Dub show, and Humble Baddies. It says, but a source close to Shannon Sharpe, who works at First Take, said the 52-year-old has gambled with his career. Let me put this on the screen, just so y'all can see it. Just so these people can't say I'm lying. Has gambled with his career amid a slew of disturbing allegations from lawsuits. According to court documents, Sharpe, 56 years old, allegedly violently sexually assaulted and R-worded a 20-year-old woman in October as she begged him to stop. The U.S. Sun has also obtained a separate lawsuit filed by another Sharpe's former girlfriend, Michelle Bundy Evans, who claims she was also assaulted. It goes on to say that the podcast deals are off the table, said the source. Shannon's reputation has ruined everything. Getting all that money is no longer a reality. The person who says bull, okay. If you think it's bull, let me tell you something, sir. You need to go over to look at Shannon Sharpe's YouTube channel. Shannon Sharpe has likely lost those other sponsors he had too. He had DraftKings, he had Boost Mobile, all that. If you look at Shannon Sharpe's show before the last couple of days, his show had the emblems for those sponsors all over his show. If you look at his last show, gone. DraftKings logo, gone. Boost Mobile logo, gone. They all gone, fool. So when you say bull, know your role and shut your damn mouth, jabroni. The hell is wrong with you? I'm giving you the coolest, cold, hard facts. Now, you don't have to like it, but you better sit your ass down and shut the hell up. And I will put the link to this at the top of the comment section just so y'all can read the article yourself. It says the insider added that revelations of Sharpe's relationship with a much younger woman has likely turned off any remaining potential investors. This is crazy. They're saying that just the fact that they don't like the fact that Shannon Sharpe was with a 19, 20-year-old girl has turned off other remaining investors. That's crazy. It goes on to say this. I can't see anyone wanting to work with him now, the source continued, especially women. The U.S. Sun understands that Philadelphia Eagles Super Bowl champion Jason Kelce is one of the front runners to replace Sharpe on First Take as the controversy continues. He's the name on everyone's lips, they say. A source at the network says, at ESPN. It says Sharpe is facing allegations from the named woman who's now named. Following the end of their relationship in 2024, on Thursday, he announced he would take a temporary leave from ESPN. Sharpe has denied the allegation, stating that he plans to step back ahead of the upcoming NFL season. Now, I seen somebody in the comment section says, well, what does the age of the girl have to do with it? It has to do with everything with it, because of the simple fact that you have to think about this. These are corporate companies. These are corporate businesses. These people don't want their names attached with stuff like that. I'm just being honest with you. You don't see Bill Belichick running around here with those big time endorsements like that. You don't see you didn't see Hugh Hefner having those big time endorsements like that. It's not gonna you got those corporations like that, they're not gonna promote stuff like that. They're gonna be more family friendly, things like that. You guys gotta think about that. You understand what I'm saying? So when you talk about this stuff like this, you got to have more family friendly. See, this dude right here says, Dakota says, how about Bill Belichick? Bill Belichick don't got no sponsorship deals. I'm surprised they hired a dude at a college though, but he ain't got no sponsorship deals and stuff like that. He don't do no shows and stuff like that. Bill Belichick don't even like to talk. Yeah, okay, yeah, I don't want to talk about that. All right, yeah, football, yeah, okay. So yeah, man, this is crazy, bro. So now like that, and this is another thing. You got to look at the corporations you dealing with. When you talking about all these corporations and stuff like that, Cal and Cowherd, the value. Who is Cal and Cowherd? You got to look at that. Cal and Cowherd has not said a word about this Shannon Sharpe stuff. Think about that. Cal and Cowherd, that's his thing, the value. It goes on. It says that Sharpe is facing allegations from it says Sharpe has denied him, and court documents obtained by the son. The woman claims Sharpe assaulted her in October 2024, despite her repeated pleas for him to stop. Right? Man, this is crazy, bro. It goes on to say, a source, I want y'all to read this right here. This is crazy, bro. It says, let me read this right here for you guys. It says the woman said she and Sharpe met at a Los Angeles gym in January of 2023 and began a consensual relationship that later can turn manipulative and controlling. It also says that a source within ESPN said Sharpe's continued presence on First Take caused internal tension, with some questioning why the network didn't suspend him immediately. It goes on. And I told y'all that last night. It says this situation is a complete disaster, the source said. People are shocked, and it's likely his reputation and career are irreparably damaged. Another ESPN employee, right? It says another ESPN employee described the workplace atmosphere as quote unquote unbearable, like a war zone, adding that many were disgusted by Sharpe. It goes on to say he is seen as toxic now. The insider said trust has been broken, and people would have complained to management or even resigned if he hadn't stepped down. I told y'all that last night, but y'all didn't want to listen to me. One source at ESPN says, I can't believe he gambled his career by being with a 20-year-old girl. He's effed everything up. It's pathetic. I'm trying to tell y'all this, man. Power of the tongue, man. And listen, people are going to say, and I'm going to say this again, people are going to say this, and this is not lies about the deal. Bro, he's already lost multiple sponsors. You can just look at his show and see. All the sponsorships have been taken down. All those sponsorships he had up there, they've all been taken down. Go look at Shannon Sharpe's last live. You'll see. Go look at his last live. They took the DraftKings and all that stuff down. All the promotion stuff taken down instantly. Many YouTubers talked about this. I've seen 3 YouTubers talk about it because I noticed it at first. Because when you know about sponsorships, you know what to look for. Those sponsors he had, the Boost Mobile sponsors, all the stuff he had behind him, gone. He don't even talk about the sponsors during the show no more. So he got co-workers at ESPN saying that, and I told y'all last night about the story last night. with Shannon Sharpe. I told y'all when they said that the co-workers was heated with this dude. It says Monica McNutt is one of a number of ESPN employees that said have been rocked by this scandal. They said Molly Karam and other ESPN staffers have reportedly found the ongoing storm surrounding Shannon Sharpe difficult to take. Y'all see it right here. It says that, ESPN source suggested it was impossible for the former Denver Broncos tight end to stay, to remain on First Take, noting that many of the staffers questioned why ESPN hadn't suspended him immediately after the first allegation surfaced earlier this week. It's a massive mess, he said. Everyone's in shock. He's ruined his reputation and most likely his career, the source added. Many colleagues were reportedly disgusted that Sharpe had been involved with a woman more than half his age. Another ESPN employee described the situation as creating an unbearing war zone atmosphere. People now think he's toxic. The source added, staff would have complained to the board or even quit if he had not stepped down. Trust had been broken. It's done, man. It's done, bro. And now today, like I told y'all, they come out. Y'all see it right there on y'all screen. Y'all smash the like button. Let's get over 2,000 likes in here, man. It said the podcast deals are off the table. Said the source, Shannon's reputation has ruined everything. Getting all that money is no longer a reality. An insider added that the revelations of Shannon Sharpe's relationship with a much younger woman has likely turned off any remaining investors. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy, bro. Because you got to think. You guys got to use your mind to think. Those investors, those people that invest in Shannon Sharpe, they not into that. Like, if you're not, like, literally, Shannon Sharpe's going to have to go get, like, a X-rated promotion to want to get behind him with the way that the type of content they put out, because these other people, they're like, yo, we really will ride the edge with you, but we're not willing to live on that edge. And then again, this is where Shannon Sharpe went wrong, and I'm going to tell everybody this, and I will never lay down off this. Shannon Sharpe came out and made the information public. He tried to come out publicly and fight this thing in the court of public opinion. You cannot do that. You're supposed to fight that behind the scenes in the court of law. Shannon Sharpe came out and dropped out all those text messages. Once them companies seen them text messages, and everybody can say, hey, man, the girl sent them up. All it took was one text message and two voice messages. That's it. Over. That's why I told y'all this. Everybody was like, oh, she set him up right when he got his deal to get his money. No, she didn't. That would be stupid for her to say. I told y'all this from the beginning, and everybody took what I said and ran with it. That would be stupid for her to set him up before he got his money. So it wasn't about that, because you would do that after he got his bag to make sure you got your cut, because you knew that when you came out here with these allegations and these receipts against him, you knew that would ruin his chance at getting a deal. So Shannon Sharpe's life has been destroyed. To me, this is to break Shannon Sharpe or whatever else he has. What do I mean? Whatever money Shannon Sharpe has saved up, they're gonna, when he goes to court, they're gonna walk this stuff down. If you don't believe me, go watch the Soulja Boy trial. They're gonna walk this down. They're gonna check how much money he has, check his assets, and then they're gonna tax his ass. They just ruled Soulja Boy. They just ruled against Soulja Boy in that case with that woman, where that woman accused Soulja Boy of sexual assault. Soulja Boy lost that case. He just got a ruling that was worth more than his net worth. Soulja Boy just lost $4-something million. That's more than his net worth, is what they're saying online. It's more than his net worth. So when you think about these things, and everybody got to think about this stuff, what I'm saying. Everybody got to think about what I'm saying, right? That destroyed him. Now, what's going to happen is whatever money he got left saved up, they're going to break that off him. Meaning, when he go to court and they make him show his assets, they see what he really got and really he's worth, which is probably, Shannon Sharpe probably worth about $30, $35, $40 million right now. They probably going to hit his ass for 20. So they'll sue for 50. They'll probably get 20 out of Shannon Sharpe. Probably get 20 out of him. But Shannon Sharpe, what he did wrong was, and this is the mistake Shannon Sharpe made, he should have never came out in the court of public opinion and fought this. He should have kept this behind the scenes so that information would have never came out. People could have only speculated. They would have had no reason to take him off TV and ESPN because the details would not have been made public. Shannon Sharpe should have never came out and did a video talking about there's a sex video. He should have never came out and talked about $10 million settlement. He should have did none of that. Because now once you do that, once people hear that you're willing to offer $10 million, they're going to dig. Then they start seeing all this other stuff coming up in your past. Then the story about him allegedly choking the girl where there was a settlement. Them companies going to dig into all your past. They're not going to invest that money into you. And the money that they have invested, they yanking that shit. When you getting bread like that, that's why y'all seen Stephen A. Snitch. Stephen A. Snitch have sponsors. Stephen A. Snitch have people that's sponsoring his show. He have people that have invested money into him. Big money at ESPN and outside of ESPN. Stephen A. Smith like, man, I ain't finna lose my money standing up for this dude. Shit, y'all crazy as hell. Because that man came out and offered a $10 million settlement and told the whole world, which is unheard of for somebody to put out there that, yeah, we offered $10 million. Are you crazy? There ain't nobody in their right mind. Then he gonna come out talking about something, I did that to keep my details private. Nah, they not finna believe that, Playboy. They not finna believe that. You think they finna believe that you came out there to leave that private? And to the brother who said, "This, see, you stuck on stupid, brother." He says, bro, there's no proof he tried to give her 10. Bro, I'm gonna block your stupid ass because you dumb and you stuck on stupid, brother. You know what the proof is, sir? You know where I got the proof from that they offered her $10 million, sir? Your name is D, but your name should be dumb. And I'm going to tell you why. I got the proof from Shannon Sharpe, Janet Jackass. Shannon Sharpe said they offered her $10 million. You damn fool. Yeah, now shut your mouth, boy. You're blocked. I don't want no type of ignorance around me. Oh, Ticket. How you know he gave him, how you know he offered 10 mil? Because he said it. Ticket. How you know that Shannon Sharpe was paying for the booty? Because his lawyer said it. Ticket. How you know Shannon Sharpe lost his sponsors? Go look on his YouTube show. It's right there in front of your face. This is what happens when you can't think correctly. You got these low vibrational people coming around here saying foolishness. And you're going to get cooked over here. I'm going to take my time to cook each and every last one of these people that come in here capping. These are all facts. And the lawyer did not hang him out there. Shout out to Amin in the comment section. His lawyer didn't hang him out there. What his lawyer did was he got ahead of the story. Why? Because Tony Busby, like Tony Busby said, we had a confidential agreement. He said Shannon Sharpe asked for a confidentiality agreement. He said Shannon Sharpe, when he came out and released those text messages and released that girl's personal information, Shannon Sharpe violated the confidentiality agreement. Therefore, they started releasing information. They were never going to talk about that videotape. That videotape wasn't even in the lawsuit. The audios wasn't even mentioned in the lawsuit. But when Shannon Sharpe came out mentioning a videotape, when Shannon Sharpe came out putting out that girl's information, when Shannon Sharpe came out putting out those text messages, game over. Now the sponsors say, nah, we don't want this guy. Nah, we don't want him. You think I'm going to invest $100 million in this guy? Nope. Nope. Shannon Sharpe putting that information out, he should have let his lawyers fight the case behind the scenes. That is exactly what that Slytherin Skip Bayless did. That's what Joy Taylor did. That's what all them people at Fox did. Notice how those people at Fox dealt with that lawsuit versus Shannon Sharpe. Those people at Fox, what they did was they shut their mouth. They didn't even give us no argument. We was trying to bait them. They didn't even want to say nothing. No comment. Just kept doing work like usual. Everybody like, how they going to work as usual? Because they know they're going to outlive the story. The story's going to die down because they wasn't going back and forth. Shannon Sharpe coming out here giving statements, coming out here releasing text messages, all this other stuff, thinking it's helping him, it's hurting him. When you have a case like that, you fight that case in a court of law, not the court of public opinion. Period. Then, so his lawyer, you said his lawyer is not his lawyer because his lawyer had to do what his lawyer had to do, which was get that information out because Shannon Sharpe had broke the confidentiality agreement, which means that Tony Busby could have came out and released all that information. Now, if Tony Busby would have came out and released that information, Shannon Sharpe would not have been able to deny that, and it would have made him look even more bad. Period. When you deal, see, and that's the thing people got to understand. You don't deal with these corporations, take their money, and create your own rules. Don't work like that. When you sign that contract, you operate by their rules. Simple as that. To this person who says no one knows, it's all speculation and gossip at this point, no, it's not. It's being reported, you damn fool. You a damn fool. It's being reported. Matter of fact, I'm going to cook your sorry ass. I'm going to cook your sorry ass. You know why? Because I have proof, sucker. I have proof, and I'm going to show you. You a damn fool. I'm going to block you. I'm going to block your stupid ass. You a fool. You a fool. See a fool, play a fool. And this is what happens when you get, generational stupidity running around here on YouTube. This is what happens. But I'm going to cook all this 3 the hard way. I'm finna cook this 3 the hard way. Y'all finna see this right now. Now, I'm going to put up a show from Shay Shay. I'm going to put up a show. I'm going to put up the screenshot from a show from Club Shay Shay, from Nightcap, from over, let me see, 10 days ago, before this scandal came out. I'm going to put it up, right? I want y'all to see this, what I'm going to do. Let me see. I want y'all to see this. Because I think people got to understand what I'm saying. I don't think people really understand this. But y'all going to understand today. Hold on. Let me put this up here for y'all. I want to make sure y'all see this right here. Now, I want to make sure y'all see this. Let me put this up here. Make sure I get this right for y'all. All right. That's one. And let me put this other one up here right now from yesterday. All right. Put this up here from yesterday. Let me see. All right. Let's see. Let me put this right here. Right here. Boom. Right here. Put this up right here. All right. So I got the 2. You can see Shannon Sharpe stressing. Just by looking at Shannon Sharpe's face, you can see he's stressing. You can see he's stressing on this. Even if you've just been watching Nightcap the last couple days, he going through it. He's secretly going through it, bro. I mean, you never know what he had that he was trying to do, that he already was putting money down on, or he might have been paying off, and now you just all of a sudden lost that bag because of this. Now, I'm going to show it to y'all right now. I'm going to prove to y'all. You know what I'm saying? And I seen, I forget, what's the dude's name? I seen Anton Daniels talk about this. I seen another YouTuber talking about this. I forget his name. Damn, what's that dude's name? But I had noticed this, but then I had to go back. I said, damn. And then when I seen the article come out that said that Shannon Sharpe had lost this deal, I was like, damn, dog, it's true. So I want to show y'all this. This was from 10 days ago. This was from Nightcap 10 days ago. As you guys can see, as y'all can see, you can see the Boost Mobile promotion, Nightcap presented by Boost Mobile. That's a sponsorship. The Boost Mobile is a sponsorship. It's right there behind Shannon Sharpe on Nightcap. Nightcap, sponsored by Boost Mobile. And then if you look in the upper right-hand corner, you'll see 2 emblems. One of them is the Club Shay Shay emblem, and the other one beside it is the DraftKings, the betting website, gambling website emblem. That was 10 days. That was before the scandal. Now, here's a picture yesterday. You don't see the Boost Mobile logo behind Shannon Sharpe anymore. And if you look in the upper right-hand corner, the DraftKings logo is gone. He lost those sponsorships. He had to take it down. And if you look at Shannon's face, he's smiling, but that nigga crying inside. And he didn't do any of those commercial like things during the show to shout out those companies like you do during a show when you have sponsorships. See, this is how people got to look and understand when stuff is capped and when it's not capped. This is not capped. CB was good, homie. Salute. Shannon Sharpe should have never came out public with his private business like that. He messed up. So he not only did he lose we talking about $100 million deal. They said he lost all those deals for all the Bubba Dub show, all those deals. I didn't even know he had the Bubba Dub show and all that stuff rolling with him. This article said he lost the deal for all that stuff. That's crazy, bro. So you go from living that lifestyle to now you gonna lose that ESPN check probably. You know what I'm saying? That ESPN check, man, bro. That's a massive check. And Shannon Sharpe had potential to make more than Stephen A. Smith in his next deal. The way he was rolling, the way Shannon Sharpe was rolling, this man could have made easily over $100 million over at ESPN too. So you had that $100 million deal. You had multiple deals going down the pike. And it says that they're off the tables right there in the report. It said, and I'm going to put this link in the comment section at the top of the chat as soon as this live stream is over with. And y'all smash the like button as y'all come on in. We should have over 2,000 likes. Easy. Easy over 2,000 likes. We got 3,000 people here. We should have over 2,000 likes. It says it right there. The podcast deals are off the table, said the source. Shannon has ruined everything. Getting all that money is no longer a reality. The insider added that the revelations of Sharpe's relationship with a much younger woman has likely turned off any remaining potential investors. So they're saying, like I said before, just because they found out that this nigga was messing with a 19, 20-year-old, not saying it's illegal because it's not illegal, but for them, they can choose to do whatever they want to do with their money. They're corporations. You can't go and change a corporation from doing what they do. A corporation is going to do whatever the hell they want to do. That's the thing people have to understand. Right? I'm telling y'all this. A corporation going to do what the hell they want to do. So when you have a corporation and they say, hey, we don't want this, or we want this type of, like, for example, when you work for Disney, you can only go but so far. They're only going to let you go but so far on things that you say in your commentary, things that you do. And then once you get to that certain length, they're going to check you and show you who's boss. So what it was Shannon Sharpe was so powerful. Let me tell you how powerful Shannon Sharpe was. Shannon Sharpe was so powerful, you guys. He was, ESPN didn't want to fire him. They don't want to fire him. But ESPN has a problem. If they did not fire him, employees were going to quit. If they didn't fire him. Read what the report says, right? It says, I can't see anyone wanting to work with him now. They're money and they're shitting all over this dude's name, bro. And remember, I told y'all, this isn't just about this. For everybody who thinks this is just about this is not just about this. Shannon Sharpe had beef. People at ESPN who worked there for years did not like Shannon Sharpe already when he first came. How do you know this, Ticket? Because if you look at the lawsuit that the girl Michelle Bundy Evans put out from before, in that lawsuit, she has exhibits. In those exhibits in that lawsuit, this girl added text messages. She added emails and all these other things. If you go read that, you will know that people at ESPN did not like Shannon Sharpe even before he came. But they could not do anything because Shannon Sharpe's star power was so big, it was overwhelming. These girls were working at ESPN for years. And so think about this, y'all. This whole new situation will probably help this other girl in her case. And here's the other problem. If Shannon Sharpe had any other situations going on, y'all don't even know if these girls preparing to come out and try and hit this nigga with something. And do you see the common denominator in all these women that have came out and accused Shannon Sharpe? Shannon Sharpe, again, man, like I said before, bro, what he did is not illegal to be with a woman that age. But bro, I'm sorry, bro. Can't no amount of money make me want her. Matter of fact, I don't even I wouldn't even never be talking with her. I'll just be honest with you. Ain't no way on God's green earth. And then Shannon Sharpe, you put her information out here to the world. That's the worst thing he did. He made everything he did was a mistake from day one. Why would you put her information out there for people to find her? I wouldn't want nobody to know I'm talking to that girl. Ain't no way in hell. Think about this, y'all. If Shannon Sharpe would have kept this private and let his lawyer fight it behind the scenes, he would still have his ESPN job and be on TV. They love him that much on ESPN that the bosses love Shannon Sharpe. It's the co-workers that hate that dude. They would not have been able to take away his deals from, his podcast, because they wouldn't have had no information, no public evidence. That would have been private information. It would not have been privy. And if you go read Tony Busby's comments, Tony Busby said when Shannon Sharpe came out there and put that girl's information out there and doxed that girl and he broke the confidentiality agreement. That's why they came out and went in on him. Then when he put all those text messages out there, Shannon Sharpe's not thinking that, damn, these corporations, these sponsors are not going to like what I'm doing. And then, like I said, that one text message destroyed him. Do I have that text message? I might have erased it. I think I erased it. I don't think it's that one. Nah, it's not that one. I erased it. That one text message where that girl was like, Shannon, I told you don't do it. No means no. Over with. Whether you believe her or not. Oh, sponsor's like, nah, I'm done. There ain't no way a sponsor, because the sponsor invested money in you. You got to walk a certain line to keep that bread, because they have to answer to the consumers. Right? You guys got to think about this type of stuff. And then when you go through situations like this, you see how your colleagues really feel about you. Well, Shannon Sharpe found out how his colleagues really felt about him. They don't like his ass. And not only do they not like him, you saw by Stephen A. Smith's response. Stephen A. like, man, I ain't losing my sponsors trying to come out here and take a... Stephen A. does what he does best. He played the middle. He's like, man, I hope he's not guilty of this, man. Oh, man, I don't know, man. That was his first response when Stephen A. came out. Stephen A. did not want to get on them people bad side and lose his deals to you. Like, hell no, I just got $100 million. I just got a house in Miami. I got this stuff going on. Ain't no way in hell. I'm telling y'all this. If Shannon Sharpe got caught up, shout out to my boy Hot Rod in the building. He already know what it is. If Shannon Sharpe got caught up, man, you supposed to get caught up. Man, that thing's supposed to be something stupid. I'm talking about that junk's supposed to be something that's out of this world. If you get caught up like Shay Sharpe, Shorty's supposed to be, I'm talking about Shorty's supposed to be so bad, niggas ain't even supposed to be mad at you. Like, man, Shay Sharpe, oh, man. Dog. He got caught up with a junk that got chopped Stewie sticks coming out her nose, man. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. But you out here demonizing and talking down and told what you call it that, yeah, I mean, you know, you did it to yourself. That's what you told Deshaun Watson. That's what you told Deshaun Watson. And I'm telling y'all this. Watch. It ain't gonna be too long for somebody else try to come out. I'm telling y'all this. I hope it don't happen. I hope Shay Sharpe, but the stuff that they trying to say, man. And I told y'all remember that tweet. Clay Travis put out that tweet. In 2017, Clay Travis put out that tweet. Talking about Shannon Sharpe. Remember all these things, man. So again, just so y'all can see how the sponsorships and stuff works. For example, when you have sponsorships that sponsor your show, they will have logos and there's things on your show. Shannon Sharpe, this is from like almost 10 to 15 days ago on your screen right now. Shannon Sharpe had, you see it, nightcap presented by Boost Mobile. Boost Mobile, that's a big time phone company. Remember, Boost Mobile was the company that's helping with the NFL draft. They were the company that was giving out the phones to all those players. Boost Mobile is major. Shannon Sharpe lost that because when you look at the show now, that whole emblem is gone from Boost Mobile. That was the show from the other day. Then you look at this right here. In the right-hand corner, I don't know if you can see it. It's like in a little white. It's like two little white emblems. One of them is the Shannon Sharpe emblem, and right beside that is the DraftKings. That is the bet gambling thing. Now remember, these gambling websites be paying these dudes big time money. Let me give y'all an example. All these basketball shows, they get multi-millions of dollars from these sponsors. For example, you got some people that's out here getting $60 million from these gambling sponsorships. Then you got Mason Cam. I forgot what they deal was for. They got like a $40, $50 million deal, something like that. 30, 40, $50 million deal. Sponsorship. So that's cake. We ain't talking about no little penny ante bread. We talking about cake. So how much you think Shannon Sharpe was making? Shannon Sharpe was getting bread from them companies. Gone. As you see, yesterday, only one emblem. Those things are gone. And to the person who says Shannon Sharpe might win a silver case, no, he won't. He gonna lose. Let me tell you something. And I'm just gonna be very honest with you. First of all, the burden is not the same as it is in a criminal case. And a silver case, 51%, you toast. In a silver case, all they have to do is prove that they think that you were responsible for that or had something to do. He's out of here. And the fact that she turned down $10 million, she got him dead to rights. Ain't nobody in their right mind believes she don't. She turned down $10 million. That means she walking to court with the daggone burner in her hand. And I'm talking about the absolute blicky. She got something that the whole world have not seen yet. That when a judge, a jury, and them people see that in its entirety, Shannon Sharpe gonna pay. So to the brother who said Shannon might win a silver case, bruh, you live in fairy tales, brother. You live in fairy tales, brother. He ain't winning that case. That girl ain't turning on no $10 million to go to court and lose. She gonna go to court and they gonna clean house. Clean house. And I'm sad, it's sad for me to say it, but you gotta speak the truth. I know what's gonna happen. I'm not gonna come in here and lie to people and say, oh no, I think Shannon Sharpe. No, I don't think he got no chance. I think they're gonna clean this nigga. I think they're gonna make an example out of this nigga. I think they're gonna scrape the plate on him. Period. Think about that, y'all. Almost 200 million. Shannon Sharpe never made that type of money. Shannon Sharpe ain't never made that type of money in the NFL. This dude made it, bro. Shannon Sharpe won, bro. This dude made it, y'all. He made it. That's crazy, man. Bro, I can't believe this man lost 200 something million dollars. Made it. And Cat sat right up there and told him. He said, man, that girl can bring it all down. And Shannon sat right there and laughed. Straight up. Shot says they keep emphasizing her age to me, which is a weak position. Yeah, it's a weak position to you, Shot. You know why it's a weak position to you, sir? It's a weak position to you because you're not those corporations, bro. These are corporations. These corporations have family people who are invested in them. Boost Mobile, that's like a family type of corporation, sir. So when you have these family corporations, they're not into that hardcore or they're not into this other stuff because they don't know. When you look at people, the demographic of people who support them, people will say, "Oh, y'all support this? Okay, we won't buy your product." So what they do is they try to get around the safest people who have a lot of clout but won't make their companies look bad. Because if you sponsor somebody, they get in trouble, make you look bad. Now that hurts you. That hurts your bottom line. So they basically want to get behind people that's going to make them money, but not bring harm or hurt to their reputation. That's like if you have a job, just a regular job at Boost Mobile or one of these other places. You have to go in and do your job. If you go in and you capping or acting crazy, they're going to fire your ass. This is the same thing, but just on a different level with money. Period. See what I'm saying? Then when you listen to the girl talk on the phone, it's like Willie D said, yo, she like, something ain't right about it. She just like, okay. Shannon. Well, like what? Bro, you said, bro, you Shannon Sharpe, bro. You're Shannon Sharpe. The hell? That's why I said, bro, like that, bro. I'm telling you, then when I seen the picture, bro, the last thing he should have did was said her name. He should have never told nobody her identity, bro. When I seen the picture, bro, I said, Lord Jesus. Bro, ain't no way in hell. Ain't no way. And here's another thing y'all got to understand. When we talk about money, right? We talk about money. Because see, I'm about to expose something to y'all. The rules are different for Shannon Sharpe. The rules are different for primetime Deion Sanders. The rules are different for Stephen A. Snitch and these other guys. I'm going to tell you why. Pat McAfee can go on his show, curse out whoever he wants. Pat McAfee can say, hey, Caitlin Clark, he can refer to her as that B.I. whatever word, and don't lose no sponsors, don't get fired, don't get suspended, none of that stuff. You ain't heard nobody in the background saying, hey, man, we're irate at Pat McAfee for the way he was talking. Nope. Dana White go on that junk, slap his wife twice. Don't lose no sponsorships, still on ESPN, don't get suspended like LeVar or banned like LeVar Ball, none of that stuff. Want me to keep going? Deion Sanders, primetime, put in the same amount of work, if not more than Archie Manning in the league. Primetime came out and said the same thing Archie Manning said. Period. Same thing Archie Manning said. Came out and said the same thing Archie Manning said. What did everybody do? Oh man, Shadur, man, he's not thankful, man. Shadur is he's this, he's that. These guys think they got the chains on. All that. I heard Chris Carter over there shucking it up a storm yesterday. Eli Manning came out and said, hey man, I ain't going to the Chargers. His daddy said he ain't going to the Chargers. Ain't nobody say a word. Number 1 draft, he got drafted to the Chargers. 40 minutes later, they traded his ass to the Giants. He went up on the stage with a screw face on. Go back and watch Eli Manning when he got drafted. In front of the whole world, he went up there with a screw face on. Didn't care. And they still didn't do him dirty. They traded him right to where he wanted to go. 40 minutes later. Right? So think about all of these. Nobody talked about Eli Manning's character and him being a jackass for him doing that. Nobody talked about that. Think about what I just said. So Shannon Sharpe on his show Talking about OnlyFans chicks. Why is you on OnlyFans? You Shannon Sharpe. You Shay Sharpe, bro. Bro, Shay Sharpe could have went to the goddamn mall. You don't even know OnlyFans, but Shannon Sharpe could have went to the mall. Shannon Sharpe could go anywhere in the world and find these beautiful women. OnlyFans? Then he put it out there that she's the OnlyFans chick. He put that out there. So what do these corporations and these companies start doing? Start looking at info. What are these different girls that you do that work with? They staring at you, looking at you, seeing how you move behind the scenes, building up a opinion about you. See, it's different when you on the air versus when you off the air. When everybody goes lights, camera, action, that's different. When you get on the air and everybody talking, that's a whole different story than versus when you off the air. And now people, they say, cut. Oh, this piece of shit. I hate working with this jacket. Uh-huh. And now when you get a scandal like this, you find out they were ready to quit. Look at this, y'all. Let me say this again to y'all. They said it was damn near mutiny in there over the Shannon Sharpe situation. They said that ESPN source suggested it was impossible for the former Denver Broncos tight end to remain on First Take, noting that many staffers questioned why ESPN hadn't suspended him immediately after the first allegation surfaced earlier this week. It's a massive mess, he said. Everyone is in shock. He's ruined his reputation and most likely his career, the source added. Read all these quotes. Many colleagues were reportedly disgusted that Sharpe had been involved with a woman more than half his age. Another ESPN employee described the situation as creating an unbearable war zone atmosphere. People now think he's toxic, the source said. The staff would have complained to the board or even quit if he hadn't stepped down. Trust has been broken. Yep. The podcast deals are off the table, said the source. Shannon's reputation has ruined everything. Getting all that money is no longer a reality, the insider added. That the revelations of Sharpe's relationship with a much younger woman has likely turned off any remaining potential investors. I can't see anyone wanting to work with him now, the source continued, especially women. The U.S. Sun understands that the Philadelphia Eagles Super Bowl champion Jason Kelce is one of the front runners to replace Shannon Sharpe on First Take as the controversy continues. His name is on everyone's lips, a source at the network said. Sharpe is facing allegations from the unnamed woman following the end of their relationship in 2024. On last Thursday, he announced he would take a temporary leave from ESPN. Sharpe has denied the allegation, stating he plans to step back ahead of the upcoming NFL season. In court documents obtained by the U.S. Sun, the woman claims Sharpe assaulted her in October of 2024, despite her repeated pleas for him to stop. This situation has become a complete disaster, the source said. People are shocked, and it's likely his reputation and career are irreparably damaged. Another ESPN employee described the workplace atmosphere as unbearable, like a war zone, adding that many were disgusted by Sharpe. He is seen as toxic now, the insider said. Trust has been broken, and people would have complained to management or even resigned if he stepped down. I can't believe he gambled his career by being with a 20-year-old girl. He's effed everything up. It's pathetic. He don't have employees standing up, and that was a major thing I watched, y'all. I want everybody to listen to what I said. Shannon Sharpe, the one thing I noticed, see, I'm gonna tell you something. You know how people feel about you when you going through some shit. One thing I noticed, none of his co-workers came out and stood up for this nigga. None of them. Think about this now. Normally your co-workers is, hey man, nah, man, I don't believe Shannon's capable of that, man. Nope. And even your contemporaries came out putting you on blast. Who are you talking about, Ticket? Your NFL contemporary. Your NFL contemporary came out putting you on blast. Right? And I'm talking about Ryan Clark. Ryan Clark came out, putting Shannon Sharpe on blast. Point blank period. He wasn't playing. He didn't mince his words either when he went in on Shannon Sharpe.
Right, and once you reach to whom much is given, much is required. Right, and once you reached a certain stature, it's like the old folks always used to tell you, boy, don't let that money go to your head. Right, and now, a lot of times people just are who they are. And you're looking at Shannon, his brand has never really been anything that said he might not be into some of the things that we're learning, right? You could go back to the IG Live, or you could listen to some of the things that he promotes as sponsors of his show, or just certain ways he talks about women during nightcap or whatever it is, right? Like, Unc ain't never hid that. And that's not illegal, though, right? And like I said, people are going to feel how they feel about the age gap and what that means to them, right? My preference isn't that. If I have, and I do have a 20-year-old daughter, my preference for her, my advice to her, the things that I will and will not be comfortable with for her aren't that, right? I wouldn't be comfortable with my daughter who is 20 dating someone his age, but that's also not illegal. When you start getting tied into some of the things he is being charged with, accused with, or has allegedly done, no man wants to be associated with those things that's not his intent. And that's not his heart. And so my biggest thing for him is, if these aren't actions that are of him, I hope that he's cleared of them. Right. And then for the young lady, if these are things that has happened to her, you hope that she's able to process that and in some way feel like she has been not only compensated, but that she has sought and found the justice that she's looking for. But it's like you said, period. It's just a bad look. Whether it's the text messages, whether it's the voice messages, whatever it is, it's a bad look. And it's a testimony for these young men who are getting their name called tonight to keep your nose clean, watch your front, watch your back, and surround you with people who truly support you. That's your family, that's your friends, that's the woman or significant other you choose. Because those people, a lot of times, will bring you down more than you'll bring yourself down. And I think that's what we're kind of witnessing here. A man who's at the height, talking about getting $100 million deal, and now you're dealing with this. It's about decision making, bro. That's what it is.
And Ryan Clark said that because Ryan Clark understands how the business and how corporate world goes. So when you play these corporate games, man, bro, they pretty much can do what they want to do. I mean, it's their money. You got to understand this. I think people really got to understand this. This is their money. Shout out to my boy Italian in Laguna Beach. You surfboard dudes get wiped out totally. Salute, brother. You already know what it is. But this is what happens when you play these games. Man, bro, you have to walk a line. I know people not going to like it, but this is what happens when you sign on the dotted line, man. When you sign on that dotted line, bro, and you have these people right there, Boost Mobile, DraftKings, all these people promoting you. You getting buku bread from these companies. You looking at another $100 million deal coming down from the volume and all these other deals you had going on for Club Shay Shay, the Bubba Dub show, all those other shows. And you lose that, man, bro, that is unbelievable. Like, just absolute fumble. And you can see it in Shannon's face. Shannon's smiling, but really inside, he crying, bro. He crying, bro. He damn sure crying. Y'all smash a light, but we should have over 3,000 likes. He crying, bro. Hey, you can see it in him, bro. You can see the pain in him. Anybody who know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. You damn sure see that pain in Shannon Sharpe's eyes. It's right there in his eyes, bro. I can tell. I can tell that nigga stressed out. He going through it. Because, again, y'all got to think about stuff like this. When you living at that level, you getting that type of money, you don't know what Shannon Sharpe had invested in. You don't know what Shannon Sharpe may have put a down payment on a house. He may have put down payments on houses, bought cars and all this stuff, anticipating that he was going to have this money coming in. He might have made moves anticipating that he got hundreds of millions of dollars racked up getting ready to come in. So now that you have tricked that up and that you have ruined that opportunity, now what happens is, ladies and gentlemen, is now you have put yourself in a situation to where it is all bad, bro. You understand what I'm saying? It is all bad, man. So again, you never want to play with your money like that because when you're at that level, and Shannon Sharpe had won, bro. This dude had never seen this type of money playing in the NFL. Shannon Sharpe was from the old school NFL where he wasn't getting bread like that. Shannon Sharpe probably got more money. I think he said he got more money from the Cat Williams interview than he did any year he's playing in the NFL. Think about that. So when you getting stupid bread like that, you racking up like that, you see the watches, you see the chains with Shannon Sharpe. You see all the money he was getting, bro. Bro, can't nobody trick you out your bag except for yourself. It's all about decisions and positions that you put yourself in. You can say, hey, man, this girl, this is a shakedown, this and the third. Shannon Sharpe should have never been dealing with that girl, man. That girl, you should never been dealing with that girl, man. It's other ways Shannon Sharpe, if he want to have freaky little fetishes, there's other ways he could have went about dealing with that. These are all facts. But dealing with her, man, ain't no way. And I want y'all to think about this. You talking about losing not even 100, 200, 250. We ain't even talking about potential earnings that Shannon Sharpe have lost behind this. So forget that. Potential earnings that Shannon Sharpe have lost because of that. Just look at your screen real quick. Look at y'all screen. Put all that money to potential earnings. So let's think about this, y'all, because everybody's not talking about potential earnings. Shannon Sharpe potential earnings could have been around $350, $400 million from the next 10 years. He could have been made off just earnings off the show, different sponsors, all these different things. Shannon Sharpe was a money cash cow machine. Think about all that money, bro. All that you blew over her. Ain't no way in hell. And people not even thinking about that stuff. They're not thinking about all the money that this dude lost based off that. You know what I'm saying? They're not thinking about it. They're not thinking about it. Y'all got to think about that. So we ain't even thinking about potential earnings beyond what we talking about. You understand what I'm saying? Shannon Sharpe was this dude won the game. He hit the lottery. Most guys after the NFL careers is over with, they don't touch no cheese like this. They don't see no success like Shannon Sharpe. Shay Sharpe had won. This dude at the top of the top. He got all his shows was on fire. Who hitting like that, y'all? Who hitting where all your shows is on fire? Every one of your shows is on fire. Club Shay Shay, Nightcap, ESPN. Everything Shannon Sharpe did was on fire. Everything. So this dude had really hit he had hit the lottery on every front. And now you turn around and you look at this situation, man, and you give it up, man. You know what I'm saying? Shannon Sharpe he had, like you do in the comments, he had all the properties all across the Monopoly board, man. He had everything rolling for him, bro. Everything rolling for him. You know what I mean? But now, what does this do, y'all? And let me explain this part to y'all. Because this game is, boy, I'm telling y'all right now, man, it ain't based off sympathy. Now, guess what? You know why a lot of those people probably were jealous of Shannon Sharpe over at Undisputed, over at First Take and stuff? Because of the check that he was going to be getting. So now, guess what? A lot of people lost jobs over there because they had to get the money to Stephen A. and Shannon Sharpe. So now these people are happy. They get to creep in, and now it's money for them now. It's a budget for them now. You understand what I'm saying? Now they're looking at it like, yeah, I got my budget now. This dude a fool. You know? But they wouldn't have been saying that 2 weeks ago. There ain't no way you could have went against the cash cows. They can do whatever they want to do over there. But now, since this happened, man, bro. So Shannon Sharpe, the mistakes he made, again, he should have never been dealing with the girl, for one. For two, this is a lesson to everybody out there. All of you celebrities that's out here listening, always let your lawyer deal with the case behind the scenes. Never allow your lawyer to put this in the forefront. Never allow your lawyer. Because all Shannon Sharpe did by exposing how much money they settled or they tried to settle the case with the girl, All they did was make anybody else who had any type of allegations against you, they probably talking to a lawyer as we speak. We just don't know it yet. They probably like, oh, this nigga come out $10 million. Oh, shit. So I might can get 3. Maybe I can get 4. So you never know who's talking. And now the fact, you never know who's behind the scenes, what's going on. You never know if somebody else might be suing Shannon Sharpe and sending him demand letters right now in his private information behind the scenes. You just don't know. We don't know. It ain't public yet. So again, we don't know Tony Busby has more people that he has sent to Shannon Sharpe demand letters, and Shannon Sharpe may be selling these things or trying to sell it behind the scenes. You just don't know. So again, crazy situation, y'all. Crazy situation. But, you know, as far I see everybody talking about Ocho, you know. And let me explain this to everybody. Shannon, with his show, let me give y'all an example. So let's say Shannon was making, let's just say this, from his endorsements that he had already. Let's say Shannon was making $50 million. It's probably what he was making, around $60 million with the endorsements that he was making that he lost. Boost Mobile, DraftKings, all that stuff, right? Let's say he's making around $55-60 million. Because if you're making $100 million, you already making 50, right? You lose that. So now the only thing you're getting is the YouTube ad revenue and donations, cash apps, PayPals, super chats. Now his bread, he probably making like, so you go from making, probably about, Shannon probably clearing about 45-50 million a year throughout all of his jobs. Now you go down to making 2-3 million with lawsuits and stuff coming over there. And now, like I said, you know, I was watching the show. It's just like, I hadn't seen, like, man, bro. And then y'all got to think after taxes. Taxes is a mofo. Taxes is chop all that shit down. So that 3 go to 1. 1.2. You know what I mean? Shout out to Don Dust with a $50 donation. Salute to you. So yeah, man. It's just one of them situations, you guys, man. Y'all smash the like button, man. By the end of this video, we should have over 10,000 likes. Because I ain't do nothing but come in here and tell y'all what the real was. Now, again, the corporations, they're going to do what they got to do. They're corporations. So they're obviously going to protect their investment. You know? And again, you don't have to pay. The corporations ain't forced to do this. Shout out to Irzuli Hearts with the donation. And shout out to OG with the donation. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate all y'all with the donation. Salute to all of y'all. And if y'all want to donate, the Cash App PayPal link is pinned at the top of the live chat room. You know what I mean? You said, I saw some dudes on a pod on YouTube Saturday saying the video has been making the rounds and it looks really bad. Yeah, man. Whatchamacallit said that. He said that over there in the Art of Dialogue. Matter of fact, shout out to my boy over the Art of Dialogue, man. That's the homie right there. Art of Dialogue doing big things. If y'all haven't subscribed to the Art of Dialogue, you got to go subscribe to the Art of Dialogue. You understand what I'm saying? Art of Dialogue is the homie. And I'm going to tell y'all something. The Art of Dialogue did that interview, and everybody thought old boy was capping. They thought that Lord Jamar was capping. Lord Jamar came out and said that his man's seen the interview, or he seen the videotape. I'm going to let y'all hear what Lord Jamar had to say. Lord Jamar said his people seen that tape, is what Lord Jamar said. I'm going to let y'all hear what Lord Jamar said on Art of Dialogue. Shout out to Art.
And it's not looking good for the boy Shay Shay. There's a there's a recording out where she's saying something about, yeah, I guess we're going to have to go out because I don't want to get choked and all this type of shit. And he's basically admitting to choking her. And well, if you didn't do the shit you did or some shit like that. But then
and let me say that. I'm glad he reminded me, y'all. And y'all smash the like button as y'all come on in and subscribe. That audio, big black man chokes little white woman, he said, done. 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 You can't say that on tape. Done. You asking white sponsors to pay you money? No dice. That I forgot to say that. That right there, it's over with. It's over with. That right there is over with. Once he said that, you think that them sponsorships gonna pay you when he said that? Nah. It don't matter how you think he said it. And then they admitted that the audio was real. Shannon Sharpe, people was trying to come out here and say, oh, I don't believe the audio. The audio, it don't sound real. The audio ain't real. Shannon Sharpe lawyer came out and said, no, the audio is real. It's authentic. That's us. Then when Shannon Sharpe was saying he was going to choke the girl out, the lawyer didn't say, hey, man, he was just joking. The lawyer didn't say that. The lawyer said that, hey, man, Shannon was just, upset at the moment, but he didn't mean nothing by it. You know what I'm saying? He was just, basically. It was just a heat of the moment situation. Done. They got you on tape. So they probably some guessing what else that girl got on tape that you saying. If she dropped those two audios and they let Shannon Sharpe breathe these other days, they ain't put nothing else out there. I think Tony Buzz was like, look, we can't put nothing else out there. This dude ain't gonna have no money for you when you go to court. Mm-hmm. So I'm telling you guys.
Hearing that there's a tape that's out there. Now, I haven't seen this tape, but someone that I know says they have seen this tape. They said, and in this tape...
And let me say this. He said somebody he knows seen the tape. If that's the case, them corporate sponsors and people, some of them people might have seen the tape, bro. I'm just going to repeat myself right here. If that's the truth, some of those corporate sponsors and these people may have seen the tape. And we just don't know. They seen that tape, they say, man, ain't no way.
Apparently he is, but then I'm hearing that there's a tape that's out there. Now, I haven't seen this tape, but someone that I know says they have seen this tape. They said, and in this tape, apparently he is choking this girl and railing her from the back. You know what I mean? And I don't think it was from the back in the kitty cat. I think he was hitting her in the shitter. And he was choking her some in the video. Now, from what I hear, he's saying that there's a longer piece to the video, and I guess maybe it shows that she's with that. I don't know, but my man who said he saw it says it didn't look good. It don't make him look good. Yeah, I don't know how they was able to.
Let me cook this dude real quick. He said Shannon was set up. No, he wasn't. He set himself up. You sound like a damn fool. How was Shannon set up when he approached the girl in the gym? How was Shannon set up when he brought the girl to his home? How was Shannon set up when he put himself in that situation? Shannon set himself up. So correct your words, sir. Shannon set himself up because you should have never been dealing with a girl like that. Shannon said he wanted a center. He wanted a center, and the devil sent him exactly what he asked for. Devil sent him exactly what he asked for. He just wasn't prepared for what came with that.
See it, but they seen a clip of it. And told me it wasn't a good look for Mr. Sharpe in this clip.
Well, breaking news, he just posted something on his social media accounts about 20
against me. I plan to return to ESPN at the start of the NFL preseason. I sincerely appreciate the overwhelming and ongoing support I have received from my family, fans, friends, and colleagues. Shannon Sharpe. You see, now ESPN is owned by Disney, and Disney likes to look clean. You know what I mean? We can't have all these sexual allegations and this and that for one of our stars. So yeah. To the person who says she set the camera up, you damn right she set the camera up. Let me tell you this. Let me say something to you. I want to put this out here to everybody that's listening because I want to have common sense conversation. Marlon Holt. First of all, she said in the lawsuit Shannon Sharpe had been secretly recording her for all this time, sending videos allegedly to his friends that she did not approve of. She said that. She said that Shannon Sharpe had been fierce with her. Shannon Sharpe had, threatened her to do things to her and blah, blah, blah. If she had no video, no evidence, you all would say she's a liar straight up. They're already calling her a liar, and she's already dropped some audio clips. So when you say that she recorded him, well, sir, how do you know the extent of the recording? How don't you know that she set up a recording in her room, in her apartment, knowing what Shannon was going to come and what type time he was on? What if she set up that recording and Shannon Sharpe walked in there in a rage, and on the recording, she's trying to tell him, I don't want nothing, stop, and you see something different? Well, guess what? She does what all of you guys say that these girls need to do, have proof. Because if it was consensual, like Shannon Sharpe said it was consensual, ain't no way in hell he paying $10 million to keep a consensual tape out of the media. There ain't no way. Because he says the entire tape proves that the sex was consensual, which means he saw the entire tape. That means Shannon Sharpe saw the entire tape. If you have an entire tape that proves your innocence, think about what I just said to you now. Think about what I just said to you now. Right? And I'm going to say it again. To everybody that's watching this video, I'm going to say it again. For all of you guys can understand exactly what's going on. All right? You guys got to understand something, man. And what I'm saying to y'all is this. You said why she didn't take the $10 million? Because she got them dead to rights. See, y'all always get upset and y'all say, oh man, she need evidence. She don't have no evidence. She need evidence ticket. That's what y'all say all the time. But when these girls go get evidence, then you got a problem. Oh, she set him up. How she set him up? You set yourself up. You set yourself up. Because if you was doing everything you was supposed to do, you ain't worried about no tape. Real talk. You ain't worried about no tape. $10 million? Nah. She got something crazy. Right? To the person who says she would have went to the cops, no, they not. Why would she go to the cops, get Shannon Sharpe locked up and put in jail, and then have a problem potentially getting his money? Not happening. These girls is devious. You know what they gonna do? They say, I don't care if you locked up. I'm gonna hit you worse. I'm gonna hit you in your pockets, and I'm gonna make sure that you out so that you can get that. You can go earn that money to pay me.
See, y'all don't use y'all brain. Y'all ain't thinking. If a girl puts this man, it's not set up, sir. It's what you call getting evidence. You can't set up somebody R-wording you, sir. Allegedly. Can't set that up. Let's just say she says he was being aggressive towards her, doing all these things, and she need to get evidence. You know what she's going to do? Put secret cameras up to show certain behavior. Shannon Sharpe paid her $10 million. I don't know no nigga in America going to give a girl $10 million. When you say that the evidence proves you telling the truth. Think about this. Shannon Sharpe had all those text messages to prove his innocence. He still wanted to settle with her. Then he says, oh, I didn't want to reveal my lifestyle. That's a lie. You talk about your lifestyle all the time on the podcast. You talk about OnlyFans chicks on the podcast. You talk about all these things on the podcast. Not a setup, sir. You can't set up something that you went to yourself. Sorry, Kevin Mansell, don't work on me. Shit don't work on me. He went to the gym and found her. She didn't go looking for Shannon Sharpe. He went to the gym and found her. That's not a setup, sir. That's what you call being a damn fool. A setup would have been, oh yeah, oh, he getting it right there. Let's go get him. He went and got her out the gym. Right? So the person who says she a gold digger, she set Shannon up. No, she's not. No, she didn't set Shannon up. Shannon set himself up. Shannon was paying for the booty. He knew what he was getting into. Shannon's already said this multiple times. He said he wanted a center. So how he gets set up when he got sent exactly what he asked for? That's not set up. That's getting what you asked for. You put yourself in bad situations, you're going to get bad results. Simple as that. You guys have no self-accountability. Period. Period. Now, you said, why go to the cops? I told you, these women ain't going to the cops no more. Why? Because if they get you locked up, they can't get your money. How you going to work to pay her off that bread? They hitting niggas in their pockets now because it hurts the worst in their pockets. Niggas hate coming off money more than they hate going to jail. Think about this. If she would have went to the cops, Shannon Sharpe goes to jail, he don't get that $100 million deal. He definitely don't get no more deal. He definitely get fired from ESPN. How's she gonna get her bread? So she like, nah, you know what? I'm gonna sue this nigga and take all his money. That's gonna hurt him the worst. You're not hearing me. It's not a setup. Bro, you're not listening, sir. I think something is wrong with your brain. Let me explain this to you again, sir, in layman's terms. Most women are not going to the police anyway. You know how many women out here getting their ass whooped that's not going to the police, period? Most women that's getting their ass whooped ain't going to the police. They either just taking the ass whooping and being quiet and moving on. Most of these women ain't even going to the cops. Does that mean that she not getting her ass whooped? No. It's just she not going to the cops. Period. I know a lot of women who ain't went to the cops. And again, they're not stupid, Riri. A lot of these women are saying, I want your money. I want where it hurts the worst, the most. I want to hit you in your pockets, nigga. That hurt the most. Period. If she locks Shannon Sharpe up, it's going to be hard for her to ever get that money. Now, morally, you say, hey, you would want a guy, if he did these things, you would want him in prison. But she's on OnlyFans. Think about that. He said, why didn't she go to the police? Cassie got her ass whooped on tape. She didn't go to the cops. They got 5 videos of Diddy whooping on Cassie. She ain't go to the cops. Think about that. All those years, she ain't go to the cops. Does that make it that Diddy didn't beat her up? No, nigga beat he beat the hell out of her. You guys got to use y'all brain and think. These ladies have gotten very smart. They're like, oh no, I'm not finna lock your ass up. You finna go get that bread. Period. You finna go get that cheese. It's a lot of these dudes out here right now that's secretly paying settlements that y'all never thought would have any of these situations because they paid settlements to keep the information quiet. A lot of niggas y'all praise. Period. A lot of niggas y'all praise. Right now, you would never think they secretly got settlements behind the scenes to keep shit, but they ain't paying no $10 million. These settlements is probably like $1 million, maybe 1.5, something like that. You ain't asked any nigga in the industry you ever paid $10 million. Say, hell no. $10 million and I'm innocent? Shit, ain't no way. Ain't no way. $10 million and you innocent, you paying that. Y'all dudes crazy as hell. Crazy as hell. Right? What do you say? Yeah, let me finish letting y'all hear what Lord Jamar had to say about this.
And this and that for one of our stars. So yeah, that was probably a smart move before this got out of hand and he gets fired. Yeah, okay. Well, he plans to come back when preseason football starts. So yeah, we'll see what happens until then. I don't know. I could believe that it was consensual. Like, you gotta understand, there's some freaky motherfuckers in the world. You could search you could search probably any kind of porn and it's gonna be out there. You know what I mean? Choking porn and whatever the porn, like, you know what I mean? And she was OnlyFans too. I'm sure she's paid to please. You see? She's used to being paid to please. So what do you want me to do? Well, I want you to let me choke you while I can do this. Okay. You know? So it could be some of that. It could be that. And that could all it could be. Or, you know, it could be what she's saying. But how do we know? How do we know? How do you differentiate from the two? I know a lot of people will say, well, how about this black man? Stop with these white girls. Yeah, a lot of people say that. Yeah. Because these white girls be out here trying to take a black man down. And so some people will be like, yeah, that's what you get with those white girls. Those little white girls. I don't know. They could be right. But, yeah. I think it's the times we live in. Everybody's an opportunist right now. You know what I mean? If they see an opportunity, and a chink in somebody's armor, they're going to go for it. If they think they can kick you while you're down, they're going to do it. You know what I mean? So she probably saw something. When he offered that 10, she was like, that was probably a tell. Like, I could get 50 off this motherfucker if I just bring this out into the public. Get 10. Let me go for the 50. You know what I mean? I got this on tape. I could just show the part of the tape of when he was choking the shit out of me. You know what I mean? And he's like, no, I don't dispute that. But show the other parts of the tape. Show the other parts when she telling me when she put my hand around her throat. Like, oh. So we'll see how it plays out. I'm not. Hey, yo, I want to ask you, what's bondage play? Bondage play have now started to get sexual gratification off of sexual violence. You know, um, yeah, you just find little bits of violence that you'll see in, you know what I mean? That they inject in porn, and then these motherfuckers take the porn and try to use it in their real life. So all of that choking bras and shit like that, that's for some girls, that's what they want. Some girls will ask you to choke them. Some girls, you know what I mean? You got people out here, they want you to smack them, spit in their mouth, all kind of shit like that. Like, it's the world we live in. You know what I mean? It is what it is. My man just texted me this morning. He was like, yo, Shannon Sharpe's going to jail. I just saw the video. Right? I was like, oh, shit. Matter of fact, it was last night, like 12, after 12. I just saw the video. Right? It's the world we live in. You know what I mean? It is what it is. My man just texted me this morning. He was like, yo, Shannon Sharpe's going to jail. I just saw the video. Right? I was like, oh, shit. Matter of fact, it was last night, like 12, after 12. Shannon Sharpe is going to prison. I just saw the video. Yeah, that situation crazy, man. But I'm trying to figure out.
Well, he said somebody texted him and said Shannon Sharpe is going there. He saw the video. So, I mean, I don't know what's on that video, man, but damn. He did that mid-interview. He was like, hey, hold on. My man just texted me. He said Shannon Sharpe going to jail, man. I just seen the video. Oh, man, it was that bad? That's why I try to tell y'all, man, it had to have been that bad. $10 million? $10 million? Bro. It had to be some diabolical stuff on that video for $10 million, bro. $10 million? Oh, man, bro. Crazy, man. Crazy, bro. Crazy stuff, man. You guys, and I just got to update you guys. I have an update. Lord Jesus have mercy. Didn't I tell y'all this? I freaking told y'all, man. Lord Jesus have mercy, man. I freaking told y'all, man. Oh my God, bro. I freaking told y'all, man. They only released the least of the worst parts, man. I told y'all, man. I'm gonna come back. I got to set up for this video. I'm coming right back, you guys. Matter of fact, hold on one second. Don't go nowhere. I'm about to let y'all know what's going on, man. Oh my goodness, man. Oh man, bro. Unfreaking believable, bro. Hold on one second, you guys. Let me get this together for y'all. Just give me 1 second, man. Oh man, bro. This is unfreaking believable, dog. Bro, what the hell is going on, man? Hold on 1 second, you guys. Hold on. I'm finna let y'all know. Hold on 1 second. Let me get this. Hold on. Don't y'all go nowhere, man. I just got a devastating update. A worse update than this. Oh, man, bro. Lord, jeez. All right, just give me 1 second, you guys. I ain't going nowhere. Just give me 1 second. Just give me 1 second. I'm finna show y'all right now. All I need is a second, man. Now I see why everybody was acting the way these people was acting when this allegation came out, bro. Now I see why. Damn, dog. They really came with it, bro. Hold on 1 second, you guys. I'm finna let y'all know what's going on right now. Just give me a second. Just give me 1 second, you guys. Salute to everybody in the chat, man. Y'all smash the like button if y'all come on in here. If y'all haven't subscribed, subscribe, man. Wow, bro. That's all I can really say, man. Hold on 1 second, you guys. I'll be down, bro. Hold on. Let me hold on 1 second, you guys. Let me make sure I got hold on, make sure I got this right here, right. Hold on. I think I got it right. Hold on. Let me make sure I put this in here right. Alright, hold on. Alright, y'all, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm going to I want y'all I'm gonna put the link in the chat, y'all. I'm gonna put the link in the chat. Y'all click this link. We're going over here right now. I'm gonna put this link in the chat. I'm going on here to show y'all right now. Hold on. That link I just put in the chat. Let me see. Can I get it up there? I just pinned it in the top of the chat. It says, y'all see it? It says link to the live video here. Click on that link. Click on that link. I'm finna let y'all know what's going on right now. Click on that link. It's pinned at the top of the chat. Y'all see it right there. It says link to the live video. Click on that link. I'm finna let y'all know what's going on. All right, you guys. So we appreciate everybody that popped in, supported this video. Make sure that you guys shop our merch. We got that new A-Weapons merchandise right there below this video. All you got to do is look below. The links will be pinned at the top of the comment section as well to get the merch, to donate, support the channel, and subscribe to our podcast show. You'll see all those links pinned at the top of the comment section of this video. And we appreciate everybody that supports this channel and our networks. Also, that straight drop weight loss formula. Go to the website. You guys will see that. A link for that will be pinned at the top of the comment section as well. Go right there for all of your weight loss needs. Straight drop weight loss formula. We have a lot of testimonials on the website. You can go to www.str-8-drop.com and get you some of the weight loss formula today. Take your weight loss serious. Get in the gym, work out, exercise, and do what you got to do. Stay on point. We appreciate everybody that's been locked into this video. Again, all the links are pinned at the top of the comment section below. Salute to all of y'all. And again, we appreciate everybody who support what we doing over here.